Essequibo 99.1 FM.
Berbice 99.5 FM. Kaieteur Radio. This is the news on top of the hour.
Live from our studio in Georgetown.
Kaieteur Radio 99.1 FM.
Good evening. Welcome to this evening's newscast on Kaieteur Radio. I am Kevin Smith. Let's get to the news in detail. Guyana's prolific Stabroek block, with a return of a break-even production price at $35 and production up 70% over the previous year, has contributed significantly to ExxonMobil's return to a profitable status for the first quarter of 2021. The revelations were made this past week when company officials, including ExxonMobil's chairman of the board of directors, Darren Woods, provided an update on the company's financial returns for the year's first quarter. With the low break-even margin and Guyana accounting for a significant chunk of the company's total upstream returns, the company noted that earnings on this front is up by over $1.8 billion for the financial quarter. And now let's tell you the world's largest companies continue to be drawn to the multi-billion-dollar business potential of Guyana's growing oil and gas resources. Just recently, online industry publication Guyana Petroleum Digest disclosed that Frictape Net Limited, a Finnish company that designs and manufactures the world's most widely used helideck landing nets and perimeter safety nets, is in Guyana. Frictape's Pablo Rivera, director for the Americas, highlighted that his company is globally recognized as the leading expert for the helideck nets, while adding that it already has a relationship with most of the multinationals working here, such as ExxonMobil and Hess Corporation, the leading partners on the oil-rich Stabroek block. While it has the financial prowess to easily dominate the market, Rivera said the company is not looking to ride solo in the industry, and is in fact seeking to join forces with the right local partner. In other news, the 15-year-old relative of Shawnette Dover, who allegedly confessed to police that she assisted Shawnette's boyfriend, Shaquan Allen, currently on the run, to bury her in his backyard, has been charged with accessory after the fact of murder. Meanwhile, the fugitive suspect's father, has been released from custody. On Tuesday, the teen appeared before Magistrate Wanda Fortune at the Linden Magistrates Court and pleaded not guilty to the charge. She was represented by attorney-at-law Dexter Smart. And moving on, one of ExxonMobil's largest contractors in Guyana, Saipem, is gearing to commission its first logistics base in Guyana this Saturday. The opening of the facility, according to a release from the company, is being seen as a key milestone in Saipem's local content development plan. So said Giorgio Martelli, president and CEO for the ExxonMobil Tier 1 contractor in Guyana. That company has secured the contracts regarding the Stabroek block, the most recent project being for the Payara development. The Saipem Guyana offshore construction facility is located on Water Street, Georgetown. The company, in its public profile, has noted that with the ExxonMobil-led exploration and production in Guyana, it decided on a modular approach for its development in Guyana and is carrying out the project in stages. In other news, Carl Alpin, the Guyana Forestry Commission officer, is currently hospitalized at the Skelton Public Hospital after a late-night drinking session turned into a brawl in the quiet village of Oriala, East Berbice. As a result, the 29-year-old Alpin sustained injuries about his body. It is understood that the incident occurred Monday around 23 hours 40. At the time, Alpin was imbibing with two others when an argument erupted. That argument soon escalated and a scuffle ensued between the three. One of the suspects reportedly grabbed a piece of wood and lashed Alpin about his body. The other suspect is said to have delivered blows to the forestry officer as well. The two, according to reports reaching us, have since been arrested and are in police custody at the Oriala police station assisting with their investigation. And moving on, 34-year-old Corwin Arthur, a Linden man who had confessed to killing his lover's reputed husband, was slapped with a sentence of 15 years in prison. Corwin Arthur, who was initially charged with the murder of Claude de Jong, had pleaded guilty to the lesser offense of manslaughter last month. He admitted that on May 10, 2018, he unlawfully killed de Jong of South Amelia's ward, Linden. According to reports, De Jong was the common-law husband of a woman who shared a secret relationship with Arthur. He stabbed De Jong several times about the body and then escaped, leaving the injured man lying in a pool of blood. And now let's tell you, 62-year-old Paulino de Jesus, a Brazilian gold miner, while sleeping in his hotel room, was allegedly robbed of 320 grams of raw gold, cash, and his personal documents by two unknown perpetrators. Police reports reveal that de Jesus was allegedly robbed sometime between midnight and 2 hours on Monday at Sheriff Inn Hotel in 2nd Street, Bartica. The miner reportedly told police that a few hours before he was robbed, he had checked into his hotel room and went to sleep. Sometime around midnight, he woke up and checked his valuables and discovered that his passport was missing, along with some documents, $300,000 in cash and 320 grams of raw gold, valuing some $3.2 million. Police are still in pursuit of the other suspect as investigations continue. And to wrap things up this evening, Amuel Sancho, a 13-year-old, drowned yesterday at a trench in Belfield, East Coast Demerara, between 14 hours and 15 hours 30, while he was swimming with some of his relatives. According to a police report, Sancho and relatives left home to go swimming while they were all taking part in the activity. It was observed that Sancho had plunged into the trench but did not resurface after a while. Alarmed, Sancho's oldest cousin then decided to dive in the trench in an attempt to find him. After searching for his cousin, Sancho's motionless body was ultimately pulled from the trench. The police were then informed that he was rushed to the C.C. Nicholson Hospital at Naboclis. Sancho was unfortunately pronounced dead on arrival. The body was then taken to Lycan Funeral Home, awaiting a post-mortem as further inquiries are in progress. And with that, we've come to the end of this evening's newscast. I am Kevin Smith. Thank you for listening.
Want value for your advertising dollar? Then place your ads on Kaieteur Radio's newscasts. Streamed live on 6 different mediums, reaching hundreds of thousands.